Lara Croft is heading into a brand new kind of adventure. This time, it's not on a screen. It's on your tabletop. Tomb Raider: The Crypt of Chronos is an upcoming officially licensed board game launching on Kickstarter on May 27th. And what makes it stand out right away is that it's a solo game, designed entirely around one player taking on the role of Lara Croft as she explores a mysterious island tied to the concept of time. This isn't just another game with a solo mode tacked on. This was built for solo from the ground up. According to the game's creator, Luke Melia, that was the vision from the very beginning. Lara is alone on the island, and the player experiences the game the way you would a Tomb Raider title, with no backup, just you and the ruins ahead. The theme of time is a huge part of the game's identity, not just narratively but mechanically. Where video games handle time in real time, this board game turns time into a mechanic you actively manage. At the end of each turn, you draw from an event deck. That might trigger traps, spawn enemies, or sometimes help you out with resources. But every card is also a unit of time passing, and when the deck runs out, the island becomes more dangerous as the mysterious Natla tech presence begins to spread. What's clever is that you can also spend event cards to improve your dice rolls, boosting actions like combat, traversal, or solving puzzles. But the more cards you burn, the faster time runs out. So you're constantly forced to make trade-offs. Do you use a powerful card now and lose it forever? Or do you hold back and risk failure? The game is split into two modes. Adventure Book Mode is the structured, narrative-driven option. It's mission-based, each one lasting around 20 to 60 minutes, with optional challenges to add replay value. Then there's Island Campaign Mode, which is longer and more open-ended. A sprawling 3-hour experience where you explore a randomized island, uncover tombs, and react to the evolving threats as time runs out. The tombs themselves act as environmental puzzles. The challenge isn't just surviving, it's figuring out how to get to the artifact and escape. These puzzles use switches, doors, hazards, and other mechanics to simulate the kind of logic and spatial reasoning you'd expect from a Tomb Raider level. And because enemy spawns and traps are randomized, even familiar tomb layouts don't play out the same way twice. The combat is present but not overwhelming. Enemies act based on behavior patterns and positioning, but the real focus of the game is exploration, resource management, and decision-making. Even though this is a solo game, there are a couple of ways to play cooperatively if you want to. One version lets you take turns controlling Lara in a pass-the-controller style. Another splits Lara's dice pool between players so you can collaborate on actions. But either way, it's still one character, Lara, making her way through the island. As for the theme and world, the game introduces a new original storyline with ties to Greek mythology. It's a standalone narrative, and the idea of Chronos is central to both the plot and mechanics. Interestingly, Natla, one of the franchise's most iconic villains, returns here as part of the threat, though that wasn't originally planned. The dev team initially used Natla as a placeholder name, and Crystal Dynamics later encouraged them to include her officially. Speaking of Crystal Dynamics, they were involved throughout the development process, not in a heavy-handed way, but more as collaborators. The game's direction, tone, and art were all shaped in partnership with them, and that shows in the details. Lara is depicted using her unified design, a blend of classic and modern. And the artwork has been created by a number of artists, including Sam Santos, Prabhath Wijayantha, David Anderson, Makastoni Carvalho, and Joey Wall. Despite multiple styles, the art looks cohesive and polished. In terms of components, there's still more to be revealed when the Kickstarter launches, including the full list of miniatures and final scale tests. But from what's been shown so far, the visual presentation is shaping up to be pretty impressive. This is a rare example of a licensed board game going in a different direction. Rather than trying to be everything for everyone, Crypt of Chronos is focused, tightly designed, and built for fans who want a true solo adventure. If you're into thematic exploration games, solo puzzlers, or just love Tomb Raider, this is definitely one to watch. The Kickstarter launches May 27th.